Hey, this is Apibal, Nathaniel Artemis Shepherd. It is now 1:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, January 29, 2015. However, this video is for my blog post for Wednesday, January 28. It is part of the Divine Recall story arc and preparation story arc, and I'm naming it, quote, "I've still got his back," unquote, God and Angel.Army of Lights, and more revelation about what I am. So today is another day of more messages and information and preparation, crazy. This month has been crazy, especially since around the new moon. I mean, it's really started. I mean, it's really never really started anywhere because it's been an ongoing process, but let's just say that it's exploded exponentially during the last week of December, the start of my Divine Recall story arc. And since the new moon, around the new moon, like right before the new moon too, like everything that has been going on with me just kind of like combine together to let me know what's up. Like, even though I had an inner knowing what's up for many years, but to finally face it and to remove my human condition from it is like really interesting. How it's very difficult, because you know, like being in this reality does, I come to realize that it makes me forget what I am and who I am and where I came from, and especially being around other people of different realities, and how like if I don't keep reminding myself, I get pulled back into that reality, and I must keep my reality where I'm at, just so that I don't get drawn into disconnection, I guess. That's how I should say it. No, disconnection from God, maybe. Because like sometimes when I interact with other people, it makes me doubt a lot, and not that I don't doubt my experience, and even though I already know what deep down inside the real truth, but my human condition still doubt and still scared of the unknown, of tomorrow, of what I will become. I mean, not that I know completely at this moment what I will become, because I don't exactly remember. Just have an idea. So, where should I start today off? So let's start off with a dream again. I had another dual dream this morning. I really should have a note. I still keep telling myself I need a notebook by my bed, or like a voice recorder, so I can just get up and do it, just fall right back to sleep, because usually when these dreams wake me up so that it imprints into my consciousness, in this awakened consciousness, so that I remember the message, I tend to be like, I'll remember it. I'll remember it when I get up. You know, I keep repeating it to myself. Yeah, keep repeating it to yourself. You remember that. You remember. But then sometimes eventually I have another dream message. And then the first one I don't remember as much. So I need to put a notebook by my bed tonight. But I really prefer a voice recorder. It's easier. Anyway, the first dream woke me up at 5:27 a.m. and it was showing me some like two related things or events that I must do or pay attention to. And I was remembering it when I first got up, but I didn't write down, so I went back to sleep. And then the second dream woke me up at 7:57. And this one I found myself like young, like late teen, at some campsite with a bunch of other young people, and it was like a night scene, and then I found myself like outside, like in open field, no, open campground, open campsite. So like a part of it felt kind of unsafe, but not really. A part of me felt like I can't leave that place. And then there were like pipe system everywhere, pipe system with like water, and I was taking like bath or shower under them, and like these other people were kind of like making sexual advances, but in my dream I I'm not supposed to be having sex. I must keep myself like what I'm doing now. And I went, that's just weird dream, right? I was like, I don't know what it's trying to tell me, except the two related things that I must pay attention to was something that was important, and I wish I had remembered. Right, and then I had to go to do my intake today at drug court, which turned out I am doing the enhanced drug court, which the program is like about the same thing, nothing that different and all that. But I'm getting off like sidetracks here. But because I'm tired. But I'll talk about the drug court tomorrow. What I have to do is crazy. Crazy. What is required of me daily? Ugh. And it's a year program. A year. So anyway, one of the things that was required for the drug court is that I must take my high five test, HIV and Hep C and all that. And I haven't taken one since since April of 2013. And ever since then, I did have several serious, encounters that were very risky, from sharing needles and not knowing if my needles got misplaced with other people, or to having some sexual encounters that were unsafe. But I'm not someone that just go out and have sex with everybody that I find. Or nor do I hook up. Or, I don't hook up online. I don't use online to hook up. And all these times when I was out there being crazy, but to me it was really doing my job for God. So that it's kind of like having to understand the struggles and the pain of what people go through when it comes to drug addiction and sexual addiction and drugs in general, and then later how being homeless, or what it's like to be in jail and all that, so that I have the true picture and compassion and understanding for all the walk of not all walk of life, but in that genre. And of course there are times when I meet some people, and of course I want to have sex with them, and I let that happen. Some of them weren't safe, but I always kind of have faith, that I mean, I guess it's God, like, but if if I'm really supposed to be here to do something very important for you, because I felt that. I mean, I knew that. I knew that. It just, before I was always still doubting because my divine recall is not complete yet. I would just always say, God, if I'm supposed to do something important, then you're gonna have to do some miracle and protect me. Is that sad or what? That's just, I mean, that's just like putting my life, my human life on the line, but at the same time, I guess it was like a personal journey of faith. Like, I need to find out what it's like to live through faith alone. So, of course, I got a little bit nervous. But I didn't, I wasn't scared or anything, but I got a little bit nervous, So after I left the drug court, I saw 1101, I was like, maybe that's a good sign. I was like, and then I saw 234, and then I just kind of like say, God, the source, angels. Like, I hope you're still with me on this, like, with the whole mission, like, with supporting me and keeping me safe and all that, to carry things out. And then, like, just, like, right after I finished that line, right, I see this card. I mean, shit like this happens all the time. It's how, like, the source deliver me messages sometimes beside, okay, like, it's just that the source deliver me messages in all sort of ways. All sort of ways. Sometimes subtle, sometimes very in the face. But this one is subtle. Okay? And it just like, this card just like, it put in front of me. And got a bumper sticker that said, I still got his back. And the word still is like highlighted. Like, still got his back. Oh. I was like, are you talking about me? And like the intuition say yes, And then I said, oh, thank you, like, don't fail me. So it gave me a little bit of a boost. Even though I was still kinda like, And then I went back to get the test. I went to get the test after lunch. Because like I found out that they didn't start until 1. And the guy was really nice, the guy that gave me the test. He was nice. He was like making jokes and stuff like that. And it was like, oh, he needs like to go to like food court for all the food and the chocolate that he eat. I guess he's like a chocolate molester. And he would say, oh, it's judgment day for you. I was like, don't say that. And I felt that way, And of course, the test came out negative. It's like, oh, thank God. I was like, yes! It was like, oh, well, don't take this as getting a diploma. I'm like, well, for me it is. It's like a diploma. And he took like, two tubes of blood sample for Hep C and all the other STDs. So I'm still waiting for the Hep C test, but I have faith that everything will come out with a clean bill of health, so that I could focus on what I must do. And so that was one miracle today. And then, oh, I wrote after like me like kind of like talking about me like not having HIV and all that on Facebook. And I said, this is not a boost in ego, nor am I egotistical, for I am humble and grateful in the working plan of God, and I am His graceful warrior. This is merely a boost in faith and confidence for me to carry out the mission and face those who would oppose God's divine plan. I kind of like felt like I want, you know, it was time for today for me to post this fifth dimensional newsfeed that I had written back on Thursday, October 30th, 2014. At 11:50 p.m., which I'll go into that in another post. But the reason I haven't posted that because at the time when I wrote that, I was under a lot of pain, and I also felt that my time of having to go back out to the drug road again was coming either that day or the next day because of what I was feeling. And when I wrote that, I just felt like, I don't know if I should post this because how could I? Because at that time I was still struggling and going through understanding what I'm doing, the purpose. Oh, I'll go into that later. Sorry. And then, okay, this is the weird part today, is that in the afternoon around 4, I noticed that I lost another Facebook friend, account 387, and I looked it up to join sector scribe with 387 is, and basically the source is telling me to work with the elementals more yet again. This is like the second or third time now that they keep telling me. So it's like I said, I guess I'll post on Facebook saying I guess I'll go work with the water elemental at the beach. I was kind of saying, like, at the rate that all this is going, like every day, I'll probably be completely insane in 5 years. LOL. Just to make light of what's going on, and I'm sure the people probably like think I'm fucking nuts. And a lot of you just don't understand, I'm sure, which is probably a good thing, because the stuff we talk about is really for people to understand. But at the same time, I'm not gonna hide myself. You know, I'm not gonna like, just like what God delivered me the message about Parfait's emblem, do not be fake, just, you know, do not be pretending, just be who you are, just be what you are. I'm just sharing my life like every other people, except mine is more complex right now. And weird. That's what's going on with me, you know? So I went to the beach, at Little Beach, and then I started like, you know, connect to I asked for all the other elementals to be there with me, like, all that, and asked for the water elemental and the air elemental to really heal me and rejuvenate me, to become my teacher, to guide me, all that. And I was like closing my eyes, right? And then suddenly, like, I was sitting pretty close to the water, but not close, you know. And then like after I was finishing all that stuff, the prayer meditation, the wave got really, like, right up to my feet. It didn't touch it, but it got up to my feet, and I opened my eyes because I can hear it and I feel it. And then I received the water elemental energy, right? And then I closed my eyes. Oh, the wind did pick up too. Like before the waves. Like the wind picked up right in the beginning of my meditation. And then when I closed my eyes, I saw this light blue, like really light blue, vibrating energy. It looks like a person, but not really. I don't think it has a head. It's more like a body. And then it was like in front of me, and then it started to vibrate with like pinkish purple, maybe fuchsia, purple from the bottom up, like filling up, and then it become purple, and then it changed into like a tiny ball of vibrating green energy with like yellow surrounding it. And then it came back as that purple energy again, and then absorbed into me, and then exploded into a large orange and red vibrating energy, like filling my vision. 10 minutes, short and sweet. And then I came home to take a nap, and Hannah, who I met at one of the Reiki session Reiki share in early December, she invited me to do this Reiki circle that she does tonight because she need more healer, and you know, I told her that I would. But and funny enough, I didn't set my alarm. It's at 7 p.m. Funny enough, the source woke me up from my nap at 6:43 p.m. Like literally, I was dreaming, and it kept telling me like you gotta get up. Weird, so weird. And then I got there just like 5 minutes right before 7. And this is my first time doing Reiki circle, okay? So, one of the things that I found out about what I saw at the beach was that I was seeing the chakra energies. All the chakra energies. Because in the beginning of the Reiki circle, Hannah was doing the chakra energy, like sight, like sound sight meditation, like going through all the chakra. I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's all the colors I saw. And then she did this. She did a vision, a guided meditation. And she said like this guided meditation is about receiving a vision of what we are supposed to receive this year. So the moment it started, the scene started with me standing. It's from my my Monday dream when I was dreaming about going to North Carolina, Smoky Mountain National Park with my parents, and then I found myself in the open field, circular field with the wolf shapes. So I found that myself in that image one more time, standing like this, standing like this, and looking at the sky. And then of course replayed the wolf, you know, the dog in front of me with the square body, and then shift to the gray wolf, and then I see the wolf walk into the wood and look back at me, and it growled, showing its fangs, and then it ran out of me and bit me. And then I turned into a bird, flying up into the sky, like the bird just like when it's transformed, it filled my vision. And I see like the woods in the background, and at first I was like, what kind of bird is that? I was like turning his head to the right. It's like the energy bird, and I realized it's a phoenix, and it's like in the color of red and gold, and you can see like the energy trail. And me as Phoenix like flew out into the cosmos above planet Earth. And then I turned into this golden light human shaped being, flying, levitating above the planet, and just kind of like looking down like this. So like the planet Earth would be like right here, like right down here, and I'm like kind of like standing up here, kind of like floating up here. And then I see the Earth, and then I see the sun and the moon, and then the moon was rotating around the Earth, and it come back and it blocked the sun. So I was like, oh, I think it's connecting to the eclipse thing in the Friday dream about the full moon with the sun in the background again, and the Angel of Light, the Army of Light being with me and all that. And then I flew back down to the open circular field as myself again. And then Hannah, who's the guide, the meditation guide, said, you are walking into the woods to find the person you are going to meet. So funny that she said that. Because I am supposed to meet somebody, right? So then I see a young guy who looks like a guru, because he has no shirt on, but like a white, kind of like those guru pants. And then he's sitting on top of a rock. And then when I go up to him, he shifted into a large brown bear. And then he let me ride him, and then we walked back into the open circle field together. Then the meditation guide said, Hannah, said, you are coming up to a house where you would meet your spirit guide. And like the bear go away. And then the thing that greeted me looks like a goblin of sort, because he's really tiny. He's like his head comes up to my knees, and he looks weird. Like he looks like the ear and all that. It's a small creature, and his house looked like a shamanistic house with like different objects, and and then he gave me what I need, and I see myself in gold armor with a cape, interestingly, and a gold shield in my right hand and a gold trident in my left hand. I wonder why I saw the trident in my left hand. Because I'm a left hand person. Really weird. Shouldn't it be like the other way around? Shield? I don't know. Anyway, and then the meditation guide person said, Hannah, she said, he has 3 gifts for you. And the spirit guide, the goblin, I see the goblin, drew a multiple line circle into my chest. I think he drew it clockwise. Like 12 times. With a line at the end, go up. And then he drew a triangle on my forehead. And then he drew a spiral, like double helix spiral, all the way on my spinal column. Drew a circle on the back of my neck and a square at the bottom of my spine. Then he placed his hand on the square. Place his hand on the square, right? And then I see the energy charge up, and like all the symbols and all the things he drew just lit up. And then I see the light coming out of my crown chakra, and then it just like take away my physical body, basically, just from top down. It disintegrated me. Disintegrated, whatever. Right, take away my physical body, this human physical body. Then I see myself come back as a red fiery dragon, a red dragon of fire, and with wings, and it flew out into the cosmos where I was before, as the human of light. And I see myself as a dragon with wings flying, but I see from the side profile, like the left profile, like. But when I was flying up, I can see like, myself like flying like this, and like the energy or the feeling of it is like that red dragon has like a lot of such intense energy. I mean, I don't want to say anger, but it's like an intense energy of maybe wrath or something. Like intense energy, like just intense primordial energy or something. So intense. And when I got up and I see myself as a dragon in the profile, I see suddenly a white dragon come in and intertwine with the red dragon, like, gonna go up like a double helix spiral, and then comes back as a black dragon, way bigger than the red dragon or the white dragon. It's like huge. It spread the wing, like basically it's me as a black dragon spreading my big wings and looking directly at myself. It's like, and it shrieks, and then it kind of had like a crimson red highlights around like maybe the paws and like some of the highlights area. And then I see me as a black dragon flew down really fast, like a light, like a light coming down, like boom, back down onto the into the house where the spirit guru is, the spirit guide. And I stand. Basically, I saw myself without shirt on, so I just knew I was at least half naked. I don't know if I had nothing on the bottom on. I just saw myself as having no shirt on, and I saw me having a black pair of black wings, and I spread it out, standing in like with such confidence and like. With like complete confidence, know exactly what I am and what I saw. And when I saw it, I was like, whoa, because part of me kind of knew what black wings stand for. It's like, why do I not have white wings? That's what I kept saying to myself. I want to see white wings. And then I see myself kneel down in front of the spirit guide, like with my sort of like this, like kind of like kneeling down with my head down like this. And then he kind of like did a final blessing to me, and then I stand up, and this time I see myself spread, like my black wings turned into gold wings, and I spread the wings, and I ran out this path that comes to this cliff of these mountains with like Mountain Canyon in front, and like I see oceans of clouds covering the whole entire canyon. I see this mountain cliff that now has like huge waterfall that just the water just like goes beyond the clouds, and then I see myself jump and flow out and become this light being, golden light being with wings, just like. That was the end of my meditation. It was really interesting too, like toward the end, how I was kind of like in trance. I felt like I was in a trance, and the whole time like my body would vibrate with high energy from like bottom up, so like many minutes. Usually it happens. The vibration energy that I feel usually happen around the transformation. Like when each time that I shape shifted in my vision, I would feel the vibration. And I felt the vibration during the drawing of those symbols on my body, and when the spirit guide charged me up in my vision. And this energy is like, like when you play certain games, like especially like World of Warcraft, stuff like that, when you do like energy charge up and you see like, like Halo, even Halo has it, like when you do recharge, like when you let your energy shield recharge, you see that vibrating ring of energy like whoop, like move up from your feet up to your head. That's what it felt like. Anyway, and then even after the meditation, I was like, oh my god, that was so weird. Like I was even feeling it. I was feeling the energy, like my legs was shaking. I was like feeling the energy still moving around my body, even after the meditation, and like I felt different. I felt like, I feel more solid for some reason. I feel more solid. This is gonna be a long video. So when I got home, and the Reiki circle itself, I was a healer for 5 people, and this one was different because I feel like today I'm all over the place with the blog here, but basically this time I was doing on multiple people in one session, but they were not all healers, and because I'm an empath and a telepath, I was basically picking up these 2 women who made me literally cry because they were having a lot, like their emotions were so sad, like in so much sorrow so in pain. And I pretty much picked up what they were going through. Like, all of them were different. Like, different things they were dealing with. And two of them made me cry while I was healing them. Like, I seriously cried for their pain. And, like, I just like the intentional energy healing for them. And also, you asked, it's kind of funny how, like, the source told me to go work with the elementals, because it allowed me to ask the air and the water elemental to help me heal those people, and at the same time to heal me, because after 3 people, my energy was kind of like shattered and depleted, that I had to like sit down and heal myself before I do it with the other lady. Either way, interesting, learn a lot. I'm totally connected to the whole learning to work with elemental at the beach, and applied it today, healing 5 people. And I could see that my ability is getting a lot better and faster and more efficient, and the energy flow is just strong, and I know more. I'm like so connected to the head. And anyway, so I came home, right? And then I started looking up all these symbols. I mean, I already know what Phoenix is. Phoenix is like transformation or ascension, maybe. I don't know, I have to look that up again. But I basically just looked up red dragons, black dragons, white dragons, and of course angel with black wings, what it means. And these websites, a lot of these websites basically saying that black angels signified fallen angels, or the angels of the angel that Satan took with him when Satan fall, whatever. And like red dragons is like, I need to read more. I seriously do need to read more. But like this one said that, you know, in yoga the dragon is called the Kundalini, the force that is hidden inside man. And like said, the red dragon is a symbol of primal forces that the magician can awaken using his or her magical work. In the Bible, the red dragon is connected to Satan and the fallen angels. These are mythological, giving man the knowledge and the force to reach divinity. Okay? And like the white dragons, I guess it has to do with healing. I don't really know, but and I guess the black dragon is like the absolute of its species. Still need to read some more. And I guess I got a little bit upset to be reading that. Okay, so if I really am an angel of light, because Friday morning told me that I am, like, that the angels of lights are with me, or the army of lights are with me, and the fact that Satan has been like communicating with me, you know, especially like September 2014 when I actually beneficially interact with him, and he's always been a part of my journey these past several years, you know, and he never like made me feel like he's against me, and that he wants me to accomplish my missions and like help me along, even though like teaching me lessons that in a harsh way, like tough love, but I always felt like he protects me somehow, you know. So with this vision today and telling me that I am angel with black wings, which would mean that I am Satan's angels. But at the same time, like, I totally think that the interpretation of the fallen angel is wrong, because the word fallen angel doesn't mean that they were fallen out of heaven because God cast them out. I don't believe that. I really do not believe that. Nor do I believe that Satan was against God. No. You know, Satan is God's wrath. And people, like, especially with my other 5th dimension newsfeed that I just received on Tuesday, General, and Satan is not the deceiver. People deceive themselves. Because Satan is like testing people's faith. and the justice, and if people fall for it, that's not his fault, you know. And like the whole idea about fallen angel, like for me, okay, let's use that term upon me, but I really, Satan is an angel of light, the light bringer, the morning star, the truth, and like, you know, of all the words God has given me, it's like Veritas, you know, truth, you know, like an angel of light. So therefore, also like an angel of justice, right? And therefore, the whole idea of being a fallen angel is just that I chose to come here to live as human beings, just so that I can experience what it's like to be human and going through all the sufferings and all the struggles and all the trials and tribulations and all the pain, just so that I can heal people, just so that I understand without judgment and remove the judgment from it, yet know what evil is. Which go back to this other free writing that happened in December 14, 2014, the title, Are You Ready? You Must Choose, you know, because 4 of the lines said, we are here, we are not here to convince you, we are here to help you, we are here to walk with you, we are here to heal you. And I know that's like me talking to other people. I mean, at the same time, I know my guys are talking to me, but I also know that I'm talking to the others through this 5th Dimension newsfeed. From the source, of course. I mean, all that I do, I work through God, okay? I don't work through myself, I work through God. And the whole terminology of fallen angel to me is just the angel chose to be human. Not that they've fallen. They just chose to lose their wings. To feel the pain and the struggles, and to be a part and to help with the liberation. So I do believe that I'm starting to see that the whole I Am Divinity project is going to be about delivering some truth about certain interpretation of the Bible, or the whole thing about Satan and all that. I mean, like, all these things still make me question, like, am I going crazy? But I just can't, you know, because of everything that's going on and been happening to me. I just can't. I mean, I was like, I talked to, of course, I talked to Justin on the phone. I was like, God, I need to vent right now. I, like, you know, tell him about the vision, like, what I'm starting to understand, you know. But more than anything, I was just kind of pissed off at the interpretation out there. Like, okay, if I really am Satan's angel, which it seems like that I am, I'm not a bad person, nor am I evil. I'm here to do good, you know? And all these websites saying that I'm, like, bad, and that Satan is bad and evil, kind of pissed me off. And I'm not saying to worship Satan or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. Blah, 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 blah. And then I talked to my mom. I was kind of like trying to explain to her, like, I'm dealing with multiple things, especially my side, my other side of life that's like manifesting so fast right now. And she just kind of, you know, was like, it was so nice to be pet one night by her. Just like, you know, she's with me 100%, and she reminded me that, you know, that, you know, no matter whatever happened, what happened. It's like being human, whatever happened, what happened. I was like, I know, you know. Just a little bit nervous, I guess. And sometimes, you know, like fearing the unknown as my human condition is, you know. And it just like reminded me that, you know, when I was born, I was young, I was like an angel because I was filled with so much love and politeness and kindness, and that she believes I am here to do good, just like what I said. So, another revelation, more truth, I guess. And today, more acceptance and more truth, more acceptance and more truth, more acceptance and more truth. And I just wonder what other people think about me right now with my weird pose. But I am. Oh god. I need to move. I need to work on my vlog big time. So much stuff I need to work on. This is my longest video ever. Okay. This is Nattawat, Apibal, Nathaniel, Artemis, Shepherd. I suppose more revelation shall be revealed.